So I don't know how good the sound quality is going to be on this video, because I'm in the work van and it's a diesel, turbo diesel might I add, in case you guys are wondering. It is turbocharged. But yeah, it's very, very loud, so the sound quality may suck for the video. I apologize, but I'll try and talk loudly and hope for the best. So on my video that I made on how to start and build a stone chip repair business for auto glass, so windshield chips, the most common question I got asked by a lot of people, a lot of emails, a lot of questions on how to approach customers, how to approach clients, specifically dealerships, and what to say and what to do in order to get their business. Now, I've been doing this a very long time, and most of my business is from dealers, but not only dealers, but you also want to hit up the mechanic shops. That's the key here. Dealers and mechanic shops are equally important, and I'll tell you why. Also body shops, but mainly mechanic shops and dealers. Now, depending where you live, what state you're in or what province you're in, there's rules and regulations. And for certifying a vehicle and legally having that vehicle on the road. Now, in Ontario, which is where I'm located, the rule is every time a vehicle switches hands, if you sell a vehicle and someone else buys that vehicle, it needs to go through a safety certification check. What does that mean? They check the car to make sure it's safe. And part of that checklist that a mechanic shop or dealership will do is to make sure that the windshield is safe. So if it has a crack on it, they're going to call you to replace it. If it has a stone chip on it, they're going to call you to fill it and fix it. So this here is the key to success, because one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make when they're starting off is they get all fancy, they make beautiful business cards, they make wonderful websites, and they start ordering thousands of flyers, and then they want to hand all these flyers out and door to door. They want to put their name on Google and do all these things. But basically what's happening, don't get me wrong, all those things are great. That's fantastic. It's going to get you business. But we're talking about big business here. You don't want to just get by. You don't want to be waiting by the phone for the next call. You want to know that every day of the week, every day of the month, every day of the year that you're open for business, without even trying, you're going to be fully booked. Now, how do you accomplish that? It's very simple. Mechanic shops and dealers, based on where you live, need to change the glass or fix the glass every time a car switches hands. So we're talking millions of times. The market is absolutely huge. So what you want to do is you don't want to focus on people off the street. You don't want to focus your energy on Joe Schmo showing up to your shop, having a beautiful display room, a really, really nice seating area for him to wait while you guys fix his stone chip and make your $50 to $100. No. You want to focus on the dealers and mechanic shops. Why? Because once you get their business, once you're the glass guy or girl, that's it. They're gonna call you over and over and over and over again every week. They're gonna keep calling you, and the reason why they're gonna call you is because you're their guy, and now they're like your salesmen. Because every time a vehicle shows up to that mechanic shop with a broken windshield or a stone chip in the windshield, you're the one who's gonna get it. So you have now all these stations all around the city where anytime a car rolls in broken, you're the guy that's gonna get that job. It's not even your shop. It's not your place that you're waiting for customers to come to. You have tons of places. You got all these mechanic shops and dealers with tons and tons of vehicles showing up, and theoretically, that's all your business. Do not focus on the people on the street, the randoms. Focus on companies. Get in with the companies, because that's what's going to cause return business. That's what's going to cause reliable business, and that's what you want. You want to know that, hey, every year I'm going to make so-and-so money because on average, this mechanic shop brings me this much, this dealer brings me this much, and so on and so forth, and you kind of have yourself a really steady income. Now, how do you get their business? It's actually a lot easier than you think. First of all, you need to be very approachable. You need to be very nice, you need to be very confident, and you need to be outgoing. You can't walk in there with your head down. You're just not going to get the business. Now, I'll give you an example here. I walked into a Ford dealership, and I asked to speak to the service manager. So write that down, guys. If you're wondering who to speak to, you want to speak to the service manager, because the service department is the one that's going to call you. Now, if you're in with any kind of management, you're going to be okay. But the ones that actually deal with the cars having stone chips is the service team, and the one that's going to get you through the door is the service manager. I asked to speak to the service manager. A very nice lady came by, and without even thinking, I said to her that it is a pleasure for her to get to know me. I think it came out wrong. I thought I was trying to say that it was a pleasure for me to get to know her, or to meet her, whatever. It totally came out the opposite way, but it worked. She thought I was overconfident, which means that I know what I'm doing, and that I know I can offer a service that's gonna blow her away. I started getting calls immediately, and they have not stopped until this day. So every vehicle that goes in and out of that Ford dealership that has any kind of window issue, it's coming through my company. It's simple, guys. There's no magic to it. It's getting a little dark. It's about 5 o'clock right now, and the sun is already down, so I apologize that this video is a bit dark. I don't think I can get any more light in this van, and I'm driving on the highway, so I don't want to play around too much. I got a couple lights back here. Let's see if I can turn them on. Oh, God. Okay, we got a couple lights on. I don't know if that's going to help or make it worse, but there we go. Okay, back to topic. So, the moral of the story is, it doesn't really matter what you say. You just got to be extremely confident in yourself, your capabilities, and the outstanding service that you're going to be offering. And when you're truly confident, when you truly know that you can be the best at what they want, when you can be the best at what you offer, you don't need to worry about what you're going to say, because you know it, and it'll just come out. And the confidence is key. If you have doubts, if you don't think that you've mastered how to fix the stone chips, also this works for replacing windshields. If you don't think you've mastered it, if you don't think you're ready for it, your insecurities are going to come out when it's time to talk to them, and they'll pick up on it right away, and your card will go probably in the middle of a drawer somewhere, never to be seen again. You need to be different. You need to say things that you mean so they can feel it, and you don't just walk in and out. You're not there to just, hi, my name is Joe, here's my card, thank you very much, goodbye. No, no, no. You walk in there and you talk to them, and you know, you don't just talk about what you're doing. You want to ask questions. You want to question them on their business. Hey, how many cars do you guys get through here that requires windshields every month? Oh, wow. You guys get that many? Well, this is a great opportunity for you guys to possibly save some money and have outstanding service, because I can offer this, and I don't think the next company can offer it as well as I can. You know, you turn everything into a positive, and they'll feel it because you believe it. Another tip here is, let's say, now not everybody's going to call you, because the funny thing about the glass business is that dealerships, mechanic shops, and businesses, body shops is another one, but they're not. Body shops will mostly call you to change a windshield and to remove and reinstall the same windshield for collision cars, but they're not as big on the stone chips. You're not going to get as much. So if that's your focus, body shops, it's not the focus on the mechanic shops, not the body shops and the dealerships. Anyway, I always get off topic. Another tip here is, not everybody is going to call you back because they're loyal to the place that they've been going to. So if they've been using the same company for years, they're going to be loyal to that company, just like how you wish that they're going to be loyal to you. And when other people walk in, they're not going to jump from one company to another unless possibly they're in the right time where the other company has been unreliable, or they're looking for a better deal, whatever the situation might be. So you're not always going to walk away with the business. However, you can always keep trying, and you should, because I know this as a fact. I've been through it. In the past, when I first started, I would go somewhere, give them my card, never hear from them again, call it a night, that's it, I'm done. I'm not going back there. I gave them my card, I introduced myself, they never called me, so I'm finished with them. Biggest mistake ever. No, you go back once a week. You go back once a week, not to bother them, but you go back and you let them know that, hey, I'm here if you guys need me. I'm ready. So what I do is, I introduce myself, I go, I have chit chat with a dealership or a mechanic shop, and while you're talking to them, you don't just talk about yourself and your company. You ask questions. You ask questions about them. You ask personal questions, you ask business questions, and that way you can relate on a personal level. So now you have something to talk about, and you're not only this salesman, you're becoming kind of like a relationship person there. You're building a relationship, a business relationship. Whether they're going to use you or not, you can walk in there at any time and bring the people who's in charge. So for example, if you walk into a dealership, bring the whole service team. I lost the camera, but I'm back. See, you never give up. Now, so you walk into, let's say, a dealership. You walk in and you bring the whole service team coffee and a big box of donuts. And you just say, hey guys, happy Monday. Here you go. I just wanted to stop by and start your Monday off on a happy note. So I thought I would bring some coffee and some donuts. Now you don't have to yell at them like how I'm yelling right now. It's only because I'm driving and it's very dark and this van is very loud. So they're gonna love it. They're gonna be so happy. I've done this a million times, and every single time you're making them smile. Now, when is the last time has stopped by randomly and brought them coffees and donuts. Guaranteed it's been a while, if ever. So now their eyes open. Now they're thinking, who's this guy? I mean, he just walks in here, gives us all coffee. There's a huge box of donuts. I lost the camera again. Hang on, let me see if I can, I'm gonna need a new mount. We're gonna need a new camera mount. You go back there every week and you bring them coffee and a box of donuts, because guaranteed that's gonna open their eyes. Now it doesn't cost you much besides some time and a little bit of money, but that is an investment that you have to take, because what that does is it embeds you and your company into that place in a positive way. It embeds you in their minds, because when they open that box of donuts, they get excited. Oh my God, which one am I gonna pick? Do I want the one with the sprinkles? Do I want the one that's chocolate? Which one do I? Oh, they're so excited. It's like Christmas. And who brought that? Who brought that excitement to them? You did, not the other company. You. So now they're gonna say, wow, we didn't even call this place back and we're getting coffee and donuts? I mean, they're really putting some effort into this. Maybe we should give them a shot on the next one. Or, as soon as the other company that they're dealing with screws up, so if they screw something up, or they call them for a job and yet they're booked that day, they can't do it until the next day or 2 days later, who's the backup guy now? You guys are the backup. So they'll call you even if they're still using another place. It's a win-win. It's very simple, but it's not going to come to you unless you go after it, you chase it, you put in the effort, you dress professionally, you show up with a smile on your face, confidence all over, and you get it. And that's the only way.